Hi, and welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Melissa Leroy. I'm a holistic nutritional practitioner currently working with Dr. Joseph Picone at Foothills Wellness Center. Welcome back to my kitchen. So we've taken a little break from videoing some of the recipes because I've actually opened up the kitchen for people to come in and actually watch hands-on how to do some of the recipes. So today I have the opportunity to come back to you and videotape some of those recipes. We are in week 42 of the 2016 52-week Eating Healthy Challenge. We hope you have enjoyed the recipes and the menus thus far. If you've not had a chance, I would encourage you to jump on Facebook at Foothills Wellness Center and or On Fire Healing. That is where you're going to find the weekly menus along with the recipes and then pictures of what they should look like. If you've tried any of the recipes at home, we would love to hear from you. Tag us and or post your picture on our Facebook pages. Again, we would love to see those and hear from you and what you thought of those recipes. So again, we're in week 42, and we are going to start with the recipe, which is going to be our snack for the week, which is going to be the oat protein cakes. So we're kind of taking a little break from the protein balls, but getting some really yummy little cake protein snacks in here this week. So let's go over the ingredients. So in this bowl right here, as you can see, I'm going to switch bowls here. We have 3/4 of a cup of oat flour. So what I did was I took Bob's Red Mill quick oats, actually put them in the processor and ground them until they resembled a fine powder. We also have in here 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Again, I use Bob's Red Mill all natural organic baking soda for this. 2 teaspoons of poppy seeds, and then 3/4 of a cup of the No Whey protein powder, and this is the Golden Pea protein powder that Dr. Picone and I talk about all the time. So that's going to be a lot of protein for this recipe. So that's our dry ingredients. Now we're going to get started on the wet ingredients. So in this bowl I've already started, we have 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. This is actually dried lemon zest that I purchased. It's organic. So once we get all of the wet ingredients in here, it's actually going to fluff back up, and really you won't notice how big they are in the recipe. We also have 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. The recipe called for vanilla yogurt. However, we're going to be adding some vanilla in here. So to cut down on the sugar, we're just going to use regular Greek yogurt for this. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add to this wet ingredients. We're going to add 1 packet of stevia. We like to use the sweet leaf. You have to watch stevias because they are typically filled with a lot of fillers. Sweet leaf is not. So we use either the packets and or you could use, in this situation you've seen me use a lot, the liquid stevia. That's going to equal about 4 to 6 drops if you didn't want to use the actual packet or you don't have the packet on hand. Now we're going to add 1/2 cup of egg whites. So many people ask me, Melissa, what do you do with the egg yolks? Well, right now, actually in the oven, I have the egg yolks cooking in some little egg muffins for the week for my family. So we're going to add 1/2 cup of egg whites here. 1 cup of applesauce, unsweetened applesauce. So I'm very fortunate. My father-in-law has apples in his yard, apple trees. So he gave me some. So I spent 2 weekends ago canning a lot of applesauce and a lot of apple pie filling. So this is sweetened slightly with stevia. My family loves this applesauce. So I have jars of it in the pantry. So we're going to add 1 cup of the applesauce to the wet ingredients. Next we're going to add, because remember this is a little lemon and vanilla going on here, we're going to add 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And then we are also going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And 2. Great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the dry ingredients into the wet. We're going to give this a really, really nice stir. We already have a little cake pan here. I think this is an 8x8 pre-greased. So as soon as we get all of this mixed together, we're simply going to put it in there. We're going to bake it at 350. It's going to bake for approximately 40 minutes. So what you want to keep an eye on this, because what you're really looking for, and everybody I'm sure at home, if you're watching this, you're thinking 40 minutes, my goodness. However, you want to make sure that the outsides are golden brown in color, and then when you either touch the middle of this cake and or put a knife in there, that it bounces back. That's how you're going to know when this is done. This can also be a dessert. You can fool family members, party goers. If you're going to a dinner party, you can also do this just as a cake. You can use, Green Mountain Farms has a wonderful Greek yogurt cream cheese mixture. Just add a little bit of unsweetened almond milk and or coconut milk, some stevia in there, some vanilla, and make an icing for this cake. It would be absolutely wonderful, and nobody has to know it's healthy for you. So again, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out the menus and recipes online, and happy and healthy eating.